Numa, numa, yay. Numa, 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 yay. Okay guys, before I start this video, you have to look at my shirt. Look how cute it is. I'm so excited about it. Hey guys, it's V. Today I have got a little bit of a first impressions review demo type thing for you, and it is going to be on the Bdellium Tools Studio Eyes 12-piece brush set. So I got this from Gypsies. It was actually on one of their like deals that they randomly do. They'll do deals with companies and things like that. So I got this for $39 and it contains 12 different eye brushes. And it says that it's a $56 value, so you're getting 30% off. So pretty good deal. It was free shipping, so that's also pretty good. And I've seen a couple people use these Bdellium Tools brushes on YouTube. So I figured, hey, 12-piece brush set for 40 bucks. That's, I mean, about $3-ish a brush. That's a pretty good deal. So I thought that I would try it out and see how I liked it. So as I am talking about the brushes that I have already used, I will show you a little bit of me using them on my eyes. So let's just start out in the order that I started using these on my eyes. So on Gypsies, it says that these are made with natural and or synthetic bristles and aluminum ferrule and painted wooden handle. So I kind of liked how these looked like number 2 pencils a little bit with this bright yellowness to them. So the first brush that I used to do this eye look today, I used the 776, the blending brush, and that is a white brush. The first thing that I'll say about these brushes is that they're not the softest brushes I own, for sure. They're not like, they don't hurt. Well, some of them do, but they don't necessarily, they're not the worst brushes I've ever gotten, but they're really not super soft in terms of like, I don't know, I've had Morphe brushes, I've had It Cosmetics or Luxie. Those are all much softer than these. So if you're looking for like super soft brushes, these ones aren't super soft. But I did really like how this one worked at blending out sort of a like brownish crease color. It picked up the color of the product really nicely. It dispersed it really well. So I did really like this blending brush, and I will definitely get some use out of that one. These also say no shedding on them, so that they're easy to clean with no shedding. And so I'm just gonna like kind of rub it on my hand a little bit. And yeah, don't really see any shedding on it. And it didn't shed at all when I was using it on my eyes either, so that's really good. Ooh, it's getting bright here. The sun's coming out. So that was the first one that I used. Then the second brush that I used is the 785, the tapered blending, and this one I'm guessing is natural. I don't know what, they just say natural and or synthetic, so I don't know which one is which, but this one is a little bit longer than that blending one, and it's brown, and it's a little bit thinner, so compared to that one, it's a little bit different. But I also really liked this one. Again, it's not super soft, but it doesn't shed on me, which is a really big deal to me. I really hate when brushes shed on me. So I'll definitely get some use out of this one. I liked the way that it blended colors, and it worked really well for me. And I used that one to blend in a little bit more of the browns on my upper crease area. Okay, so then the next one that I used is the 780 pencil brush, and I used that to disperse any of the black that you're seeing on my eyes at all, or it looks a little bit browner now because it's been blended, but I used it for that. This one, I really wanted to like this one because I really love the shape of it, but this one is really coarse. Like, it's not super wonderful to apply. It kind of pokes a little bit too much on the eyes. So I used it a lot because I had already gotten it dirty with the black, so I just used it for the rest of the look. But this one I probably won't use very often because it did kind of hurt my eyes to use this on it. The next one that I used is the 772 small shader brush. I used this to put the green on the center of my eye, and I really liked this brush. It worked really well. It's not soft, but it didn't hurt to put on my eyes, and it dispersed the product really well. It picked up the product really well. I like the size of it for doing like a halo eye because it's easy to just put right in the center. It's not too big to where you're gonna put it way too far on each side. You can get it really good in the center. I feel like this would be really good also for like a brow highlight or for an inner corner highlight. So I do really like this brush. This next one that I used is the 755, and that is the smudge brush. I really like this one too. It's really similar to the small shader brush, just a tiny bit smaller. So, I mean, you could even use this one for an inner corner highlight or for a brow bone highlight. but I used it on my under eye to kind of smudge a sparkly green color on top of the black that I had already put down there, and it worked pretty well. This one is a little bit more on the rough side, so it did poke a little bit when I was using it, but it did the job. And then the last one that I used today is the 766 angled shadow brush, and honestly, these types of brushes, I don't really know what to do with them because they're angled, so you can't really apply anything with them. So I just kind of used it to blend out any harsh lines around the sides of my eye look, and it worked. I mean, it's not the best brush I've ever had. It kind of reminds me of the e.l.f. angled shadow brush that I have, and in terms of the coarseness, it's about the same as that $1 brush. So, I mean, it wasn't amazing, it wasn't bad, but I'll use it. I just am not really sure what to use these types of brushes for, to be honest. So that is all the brushes that I use. So first impression on those. Overall, they were okay. I wouldn't say they're the best brushes I've used. I wouldn't say they're the worst brushes I've used. Although the one brush that I would say is not one that I will be using probably again is this 780 pencil brush, because it is just so like dense on top, and then the bristles just aren't soft at all. So it's not really enjoyable to apply product with. So I'll go ahead and talk about the ones that I didn't use, but I'll, go quick over them because, it is a whole set. So these are ones that I probably won't use as often because I just don't generally use that kind of stuff in my normal eye looks, but I will go over them really quickly. So this is the 763 angled brow brush. And this one looks like a really good one. I have a Sephora brow brush that I got a long time ago, and it feels exactly like that. So once I get a brow pomade that I can use with this, I will definitely use this brush because I really like it. It's got a really nice soft tip on it. I really like the bristles on this one, so I definitely will get use out of that one. I like that one a lot. The next one is the cutest brush in this whole set, guys. It seriously is. This is the 760 liner brow brush, and oh my gosh, as soon as I saw this in the set, like when I got it, you can't really tell online how big brushes are gonna be, but in person, this is the most precious little brush. Look at that. It's so cute. Look at how little that little angled tip is. I think I don't have any gel liners, so I really wanted to try this, but I don't have any gel liners currently, so I need to go buy one so that I can try this. But this is so freaking cute, and I bet this would be perfect to get a really, really thin liner and then just a little flick at the end with that angled tip. This one is so cute. I love this little brush. I'm totally gonna use it once I get some gel products. Then we've got the 778, the large eyeshadow brush. This one looks like it's gonna be a good one too. I just don't know how often I use a really large eyeshadow brush because like compared to the, that's the small one, right? Compared to the small shadow brush, this one is huge. So I don't generally use large eyeshadow brushes like this, but I can imagine it would probably be good for like applying a pink pot onto your eye or something like that. This one's bristles aren't too terribly coarse or anything. They're not great, but they're not bad, and it's not shedding, so that's really good. So if you're in need for a large shadow brush, I think this one would be okay. It's not super soft, but it'll get the job done, I bet. This is another one that I'm like, I have no idea how to use something like this. And I've seen people like Samantha from Battle Lash Beauty use these kind of brushes, and they just confuse me a little bit. So this is the 714 Eye Definer brush. And like seriously, this looks like a little paintbrush, the color of it and everything. I mean, I really kind of like it. When I first like took it out, I had to kind of bend it a little bit to get the like stiffness out of it. But now I think that would be really good. That would probably even be good for like top eyeliner and bottom eyeliner if you really wanted to keep it super close to the lash line. This one is really soft. This one and the eyebrow one are really, really soft compared to the rest of the brushes in the collection. Then this next one is the 710 eyeliner brush, and this one looks like a good brush too, but okay, so I haven't opened this one yet, but you can see like you kind of have to bend it a little bit to get all the crunchiness out of it. But ooh, that's a really like, I feel like this would be really good because it's really, really dense. Like it's a really straight line, so it'd kind of be like, it'd be really easy to get a really precise line out of it because it's not really flimsy like other eyeliner brushes. But like I said, once I get some gel, I'll totally be using this, but I don't have any gel right now, so I won't be using it yet, but I feel like this would be really good for that. And last of all, you get the 733 lash brush, which, I mean, I don't know why they call it a lash brush, because I feel like you'd more use this for your eyebrows to brush them out. And so, I mean, it's a nice one. It's really, really full, which is nice. A lot of these, sometimes the bristles aren't super full, but this one has some pretty full bristles. So I feel like that'd be really good to just brush out the brows right before you're about to apply your product, or even after you've put like setting gel on them, just to brush them out really quick. So that's a good thing to keep in this set, which I don't really have anything that's just a plain one like this. I usually have the ones that are on the other end of like a NYX micro brow or the Anastasia brow one. So it's good to have one just by itself, just in case I don't have that with me. So that's a pretty good brush. I like it. It's really thin. I like the way that it's like super thin compared to some of these brushes. They're really thick. So this one will fit into a like brush holder really nicely. So all of these brushes came really nicely packaged. They had a big box that has everything on the front. It says it's the Studio Series Eyes 12-piece brush set, and then on the back it tells you what each of the brushes are for, which is really nice. And it even has a care tip for brushing on the bottom. It says wash bristles with regular shampoo, rinse and lay brushes flat to air dry. So it tells you how to clean them on there, which is really nice. And then it also comes with this really, really nice leather case to keep your brushes in, and it's a really cool color. It's got like this badass army green, and it's got a space for all of your brushes to go in there. So that's really awesome for traveling purposes, which is probably the only time I'll ever use it, which I'm not a fancy YouTuber, so I don't travel very often, but when I do, I will probably use this because it's really good quality. It's like a really soft leathery type bag, and I think that that would be really useful to keep brushes in because it has all kinds of size of pockets. So that's really awesome that that comes with this set. In terms of buying these brushes, I have to say, if I had to choose whether or not to buy these brushes, considering they're not very soft, I don't think I would purchase them again if I knew how they felt. But for the price, it is a really good price, and I will definitely get a lot of use out of some of them. So I think that it's a pretty decent deal, but in all, I probably wouldn't recommend them if you're looking for something that's softer, because these are not going to be the softest brushes ever. But other than that, I hope this video was really helpful to you guys, and if you liked it, be sure to show some love to that like button down there, and if you subscribe, you can be one of my gypsies, and every single one of you guys counts so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.